Hello and welcome to another real estate segment on Community Update. I'm your host, Indy Kaline. As our city recovers from the recent challenges posed by wildfires and floods, the local real estate market continues to feel the impact of these natural disasters. Yogesh Mehta is a seasoned realtor in the Halifax area, and he is joining me in today's episode. Welcome to the show, Yogesh.
Thank you. Thank you, Indy.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Yogesh Mehta?
Yeah. I'm Yogesh Mehta. I'm working as a realtor in Nova Scotia. And I'm in real estate from last 15 years. But I become a permanent resident in 2019 in Canada. And we came here with my family, with 2 kids, my wife with 2 kids. And we start on working as a realtor in 2020. And with a best company in Halifax. So I'm working with the Keller Williams. And I love my job.
We just had the wildfires and flooding. In the aftermath of these disasters, what trends have you observed in the Halifax real estate market? Have there been shifts in property values, demand, or even buyer preferences? Were there changes?
Yeah. First of all, I'm very sorry about who's affected in this in this wildfire and flood. I feel bad for these guys, but this is natural, right? Nobody control on it. And if you are coming on your question, if you are talking about these things, they are all mixed up, right?
So when you say mixed up, are you saying that like the property values, did it go up or go down? And the demand, did it go up or go down?
There's a mixed thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Example, like if we lost in wildfire 500 houses, 500 people are looking more houses, right? So if you are talking about pricing, this is mix up, like the area of the neighborhood which affected in wildfire, they maybe go down because the buyer are thinking a lot of overthink to these neighborhood, but after all 500 people need housing, right? So other neighborhood go ups. So this is a mix situations.
And for those who have been directly impacted by these disasters, what advice would you give to homeowners looking to sell or potential buyers looking to invest? How should they approach the market conditions?
So first of all, I request everybody to don't panic. And because insurance company covered this, sometimes if you are talking about seller perspective, I know that buyer are thinking lot of overthinker, like we are not buying in this neighborhood because this is flooded. This is natural thing, right? So this is happen anytime, anywhere. So don't do panic. Go and repair your basement first, because insurance company covered you, right? So after that, sometime I suggest the seller that after repairing, after fix it, then putting on a market and think about sell.
Okay, so what you're saying here is that the very key, whether you are selling or you are buying, is really not to panic and to analyze the market.
Analyze the market, see the where the market goes, then
Okay.
and check with professionals. Always touch with a professional. Don't do like different things.
Okay, so don't panic. Talk to a professional because the professional knows best.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that one. And moving on, in times of uncertainties, just like what we had. How does a realtor like yourself assist clients in navigating the challenges and making informed real estate decisions? Are there strategies that can be employed for both buyers and sellers for them to be prepared?
Yes. So always ensure, if you are talking about disaster, always insured as much you can. Okay. This is not about seller and buyer, like both are my clients, right? I sometimes I represent seller, sometimes I represent buyer, but this is a common thing to insure as much you can possible. Okay. And yeah, there is a different strategy when you are representing buyers. There when you representing seller, this is a different type of strategy. This is a 30-minute show. I not explain you everything in 30 minutes, but yeah, we have strategies to guide. And like, if this disaster, one or two clients are affected in this disaster, they call me and I always stand with him. This is not like they already bought a house, and that not means that my job is finished. My motive is to, I always start as a professionals. Professional thing is important, right? Like some client call me, hi Yogesh, I want to see the house, and we start as a client but finish always as a family member. So my client return ratio is 100%. They always touch base with me. So and I always recommend people who's on the selling industry, who's in sales industry, to always keep with stand with your buyer or seller, with your clients. And sometimes, like this time, two clients are affected on this disaster, and I always stand with him. After sales services is important, right?
Thank you. Yes, yes, that's very important. Thank you, Yogesh, for sharing that one. There are three items that stood out from what you said. The first one is that you have strategies in place for situations like this. That's why, to all our viewers, it is really important that you are in contact with someone who knows what he or she is doing in this market, so that you will not suffer loss when you invest. Now, the second item that I like here is that insure as much as you can, because this becomes your security
Yes.
in the future. And the last thing that I really love about what you said is when the clients become your family, and it only happens because once a house has been sold, it doesn't stop there. You go way and beyond, and you try to help them as much as you can. And that's how you are able to turn clients into families. That is a very outstanding example, Yogesh. I'm happy we had this conversation. And let's talk about the long-term effect of these natural disasters on the real estate market in HRM. How do you foresee the market evolve in the coming years or months? Do we see a bright side for real estate?
The real estate future is bright in Nova Scotia. The new immigrants coming always daily. I like, in daily basis I receive one or two clients call that, please, we are moving in Nova Scotia, please find a rental for us. I not involved very much in rentals, but I always helping people. So I try my level best to they got his houses for rental, because this is our future clients, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So if we are helping now, yeah, we are professionals. Like we need money, but we always think about helping. So it's a connections. Yeah.
I like your response in there. And when you mentioned that the real estate is bright, I was really trying to listen. It's like, hey, what does that mean that the real estate is bright? And when you mentioned about the immigrants coming in on a daily basis, they need housing. You are correct.
Yeah, they need housing, right?
They
need housing.
People need place to stay.
People need to stay.
That is very true. And when you're trying to think long term about helping all these individuals, because later on when they are settled, and from the rental properties, they move on to owning their own houses. And that's where you again come into the picture. And just by doing what you do best, by helping people, they get back to you in a way. And this is just an amazing loop that you are trying to do
the outcome is automatically come out, right?
That's true. That's true. And again, we go back to what you said earlier. The clients become family. You just help them out with the rentals, and afterwards, they look up to you. They long for you. They call you. And I'm just so happy that we had this example in our conversation today. And to those people out there, I'm sure they are very much encouraged with what they are hearing right now and how you treat your clients as families. And we will move on to the final question for today. Now that we are trying to set our focus on the future, as we look ahead, what message of hope or optimism would you like to convey to the residents of Halifax? How can the community come together to rebuild and strengthen the city's real estate landscape?
I always guide people. This is my profession also, right? To buy real estate, to invest in real estate, because real estate investing is a much safer investing, because you have house. If somebody bought a first house, and this is a dream house for family, right? Example, next to 1 or 2 after 2 years, they always, I see people, because I'm in real estate, they always call after 1 or 2 years that, Yogesh, I'm ready for second house, I want to invest, I'm excited. Wow. So I always helping people to buy more houses, because they are putting on rents or investing. Sometime people call me, I need some row houses, I need to be renovated and put on rent or resell it, because I have different categories of clients. I have an investor client, I have they are new immigrants client, they are second time home buyer clients. I'm seeing daily different kind of ideas, and I like it. I like the people they are investing in real estate, because I always think, example, somebody bought a house in 2018, okay, and on that time he thought that I bought a house very expensive, but if you are talking about today, 2023, the price is just double, right?
That's
so
true.
He's in benefit, right? Always he collecting a rent every month, the price is just double now. So I always recommend people to invest in real estate.
So to answer that question, how we can come together and rebuild and strengthen the city's real estate, what you're saying is that people should invest in the real estate market.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And now, when we talk about, how about those people who are having a hard time or could be struggling or still thinking about buying their very first house, do you have a message of hope for them?
Sometimes people are confused. They need a good guidance. They need a knowledgeable realtor. They need a professionals to clarify each and every questions in their mind, right? If you are in IT field, right? You are I don't know better than you in computer line, right? In information technology, right? But if you are talking about real estate, we are professionals, right? Always talk with professionals. They give you the answer. And sometimes people are confused. I'm doing correct or not doing correct or not. Listen your guilt feel. Listen your hurt and do it.
When you said people are confused, I think that is very true, and they need guidance. That's very true. People are confused, they need guidance. They need to know the way. And it is people like you who can clarify these matters, because people could be afraid in investing because they don't know what to expect. And that's why you come into the picture. And based on what you said, my understanding is this. It's like you are the road.
Thank you.
You are the road that prepares the path.
Yes.
For this new homeowners, so that they can reach at the end of that road is their dream house waiting for them.
Yes.
And for those who are watching us, This is the very key. You need a professional to guide you, a professional who will serve as your road into your journey to owning your own home. Thank you, Yogesh, for
Thank you.
sharing
No
your
problem.
expertise with us,
Thank
the
you.
knowledge that you imparted on our viewers. It's really, really valuable. It will equip everyone and allow everyone to make informed decisions. Again, on behalf of Community Update, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Yogesh,
And thank you for
being
inviting
with
me.
us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
And that was Yogesh Mehta, a realtor in the Halifax area. He has been expressing his insights regarding the ongoing housing scenario in the city, particularly in the aftermath of recent wildfire and flood that impacted some areas of our city. Remember to follow this channel for additional information on local developments. I am Andy Kalina. Till I come your way again, take care and goodbye for now.